Hi, and welcome to Benges Book Talk. Today I'll be telling you about 3 stories that give a little slice of the African American experience. This ain't rain, this is God's tears. This quote from Will, a slave and character in the book, sets the scene of this story perfectly. This story is about Pierce Butler, a plantation owner, his daughters Sarah and Frances, who are against and for slavery respectively, Emma, the slave who takes care of them, and Maddie and Will, her parents. Pierce Butler has racked up a huge gambling debt, and in order to pay it off, he's decided to hold the largest slave auction ever. He sells over 400 slaves and earns over $300,000, allowing him to pay off his debts, avoid jail, and move his family to Philadelphia. Frances is excited to go to the slave auction with her father, but Sarah is not. She has no idea the depths her father will sink to in order to pay off his debt. What is Pierce Butler's unforgivable act that causes so many tears? Find out in Day of Tears. We remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. This quote from Dr. Martin Luther King epitomizes this story. While reporting a story, Jack, a television reporter, is saved by Larry, a black editor and activist, from an angry crowd in racially charged Houston, Texas in 1968. Larry and Jack become friends. Larry's daughter is later hit by a car on Wheeler, driven by a racist white driver, where on Wheeler, white racists often target blacks with racial slurs and threats. African Americans plan a peaceful sit-in on Wheeler to protest this. Police are called, bullets fly, and an officer is killed. Black college students are blamed for the crime. Jack is there and sees the entire thing. Will he do the right thing and tell the truth, or will he remain silent? Find out in the silence of our friends. If the world were really right, people would live life backward and do the first part last. They would start out all-knowing and be innocent in the end. This is a quote from Bobby, 16-year-old Bobby, who's holding his 11-day-old daughter, Feather. This story is told in then and now alternating chapters. The flashback chapters show Bobby and his girlfriend Nia happy, going to high school, hanging out, being teenagers. Then Nia gets pregnant. They talk to each other, they talk to their parents, they talk to social workers, and decide that what's best for everyone is to give the baby up for adoption. The now chapters show Bobby taking care of Feather all on his own, with Nia no longer in the story. So what happens? What causes Bobby to take care of their baby all on his own? Find out in the first part last. I hope you will enjoy one or all of these books that give you a little slice of the African American experience. Thank you for listening to Benges Book Talk.